Is it time? Well, let me know when it is.
Where to, partner? Casino floor.
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on it.
Talk of someone going into the Lucky 38 to talk to Mr. House.
Stop by the Silver Rush and we'll give you the mead.
If it can be bought, it can be found at Mick and Ralph's.
Hi. If you're looking for medical help, try the other doctors. I'm just a researcher, not even a particularly good one. Oh, you know, finding alternative treatments for common illnesses and injuries, stim packs out of barrel cacti and other fantastic improbabilities. As far as fruitless wastes of time go, it's quite noble in its aims. For the past 100 years or so, the followers have managed to get by using salvaged medical supplies from the old world. But the side effect of medical success is that more people live longer. Funny how that works. Eventually, we'll run out of hospitals to loot. We need new ways to produce those supplies, or maybe old ways if this research goes anywhere. I'm enthusiastic about helping people, but nihil novi sub sole. Caesar can cite Cato to suit his purpose. Many people have spoken Latin. Some of them were quite pleasant. It's unfortunate that the language is now associated with the gentleman across the river. Not from the Legion, if that's what you're getting at. Books, sheet music, gladiator movie holotapes, bits and pieces here and there. The followers have extensive libraries, but we all draw water from the same old well. Even Caesar. I don't know anything that the others couldn't tell you. Caesar was one of the followers. Before my time, of course. He wanted to rebuild the new world in the image of the old. A sad story of good intentions gone bad. In that regard, he's hardly unique. If you set aside his leadership capabilities, extensive knowledge, and ruthless cunning, he's just another jerk who steps on people to get his way. Oh, sorry. There's nothing new under the sun. If agave and mesquite were that miraculous, the locals would have figured it out a few thousand years ago. Certainly. Not all followers are people persons. Besides, someone needs to do research. I have no problem with Julie sticking me back here. Out of sight, out of mind. There are worse things one can be, though I do admit it is a bit boring. Though it has a noble goal, I don't think this research will yield much fruit. No pun intended. No offense intended, but why should I go anywhere with you? Overt flirtation will get you everywhere, you know. On a slightly more serious note, if you're interested in helping out with the troubles plaguing Freeside, I can come with you. Just don't do anything obnoxious, like trying to help Caesar's Legion, and we should be fine. Understood? There's something about that robot that doesn't seem all right to me. I'm not saying we shouldn't take it with us. I'm just saying that if it were to fall into Lake Mead and be irreparably damaged, and if you threw an EMP grenade in after it, well, there are worse things happening in the world, right? Fine, ignore me. Just don't ask me to reattach your arm when your pet murder machine goes into search and destroy mode. What's up? It could be better. If we can find a way to work toward the independence of New Vegas, that would be ideal. But really, as long as you don't help out the Legion, anything's better than that. I'm really very boring. You'd get better stories out of a Freeside junkie. Oh, all right. I'm 30-ish. Well, late 30s. I was born west of here. I was an only child and spent most of my time with my mother. My father died when I was young and I never got over it. Oh, and I like medicine and reading books about failed pre-war socioeconomic policies. Right now, I'm sure you're asking yourself, why hasn't some lucky man scooped this bachelor off his feet? Like I said, I'm bored. Okay, you don't have to agree with me that much. I'll defer to your judgment, naturally. Just tell me where you want me. Okay. Well, I thought my charm could win you over, but I guess it wasn't meant to be. You sure you want me to go? Mm-hmm. See you around.
Are you here to drop off medical supplies? Leave them with the rest in the middle of the courtyard. Rates of injury and illness in Freeside are very high. Supplies don't last long. Med-X, Radaway, and Fixer are Freeside essentials. I can't pay you for any supplies you bring in, but I could discount the charge for our services. So far, the Crimson Caravan won't cut us a deal. If you can convince them or some other merchant to work with us, I'll discount supplies to you. You might ask around at Mick and Ralph's, or go see the Garretts, though I suspect they're too busy poisoning Freeside to help it out. Just come see me when you've got some supplies to turn in. What do you want to talk about? More than rough, it's a damn mess. Freeside townies are constantly picking fights with NCR civilians. Thugs and thieves are always looking for a victim, and the local families are just sitting back making caps on the mess. Freeside is in dire need, but no one has been man enough to step up. The followers can only do so much to stem the tide. There is always something needing done. A few souls here in Freeside could be great assets to the community if they'd kick their addictions. We need a regular supply of medicine organized, but the Crimson Caravan wants too many caps for what we need. Lastly, tensions between the townies and NCR tourists have been going downhill fast lately. A lot of innocent people will get hurt if things blow up. Yes, old Bill Ronte and Jacob Hoff. They're not going to kick their habits on their own. Old Bill Ronte is an exceptionally skilled machinist. He could fix the problems we've been having with Freeside's water pump, if he sobered up. The Garretts hooked Jacob on chems when he was working for them. Ironic, since he used to homebrew detox chems. He's a natural chemist. In Freeside, the drunks and drug addicts flock in and around the Atomic Wrangler. I'd start there. Sobering them up and putting them back to work would go a long way toward helping Freeside. What do you want to talk about? The big man around here is the king. Not much happens in Freeside that he doesn't know about. He has the most influence locally, and some of his crew haven't helped the situation by harassing NCR citizens and charging double for water. Some NCR soldiers have been bringing in supplies, but none of it is going to Freeside locals. I've tried to speak to both sides to no avail. What did you want to know? Bill Ronte installed that pump a few years ago, back when he was sober. It was a major improvement for the community. But lately, the Kings have started charging locals to use it, and NCR squatters twice as much. That'll come to no good. They've been Freeside's gang for the past 5 years or so, ever since Mr. House and his 3 families pushed everyone else out of Vegas. They've done a lot of good for the community, but that seems to be changing. The flood of NCR squatters has been an affront to them. I guess that explains the situation with the water pump. Usually, the king wouldn't let his crew bully folks around like that. I know they sell a lot of guns, as if that's what Freeside needs. I hear Mick handles the guns. No idea what Ralph does. Oh, them. They sell energy weapons, which are very popular with better-heeled prospectors looking to explore the wastes. Stay clear of them. Brother and sister are both psychopaths, though at least Gloria is rational. Jean-Baptiste likes killing. A den of iniquity. The Garretts do more than their share to keep the locals drunk or high enough to stay lazy. Their thugs, on the other hand, they keep wired on chems to stay dangerous. What is it with Freeside and brother-sister psychopath teams? What did you want to know? The Old Mormon Fort serves as the regional hub for the followers of the Apocalypse. I am the administrator for this region. We arose from the boneyards of Edidam years ago. Since then, we have made it our mission to rebuild the wasteland and re-educate its inhabitants. We hope to forge a brave new world free of war and poverty by sharing knowledge and resources. Our primary goal is the free exchange of ideas. The followers of the Apocalypse aren't just interested in research. We care for our fellow man and do everything we can to help humanity. Here in Freeside, we provide food and medical services for those in need. We also have organized reconstruction efforts. With the help of Bill Ronte, we were able to install a water pump just west of here, but the Kings quickly took control of the pump. What do you want to talk about? Great. What do you have? How much do you have to donate? Thanks. Anything else? How much do you have to donate? Thanks. Anything else? How much do you have to donate? Thanks. Anything else? Thanks for the donation. Every bit goes toward helping Freeside.
Need some grub? I got you covered. Cheap and filling. You won't regret it, at least until an hour or so from now.
What's up?
Sure, just don't treat me like a pack Brahmin, okay?
I was reading the good news and I came across a question. Which commandment is the greatest of them all? Nomad, Bishop, One Piece in the house, good news in the house. Stockholm, Tokyo. What up, Mom? Yes, sir. What up, Pop? Yes, sir. What up, Fab? Yes, sir. What up, Brad? Yes, sir. What up, D? Yes, sir. What up, Ben? Yes, sir. What up, Roots? Yes, sir. You know what? So Peter the dance petty, but this Peter no pride of serving both God and the yen. Figures the traffic death through the form of crystallized meth. Grand theft, autobiographic in the key of F. It's a sight for the blind, a sound for the deaf. Generation X from the bombs and locks. Figures who won't honor both their moms and pops. For the free, the slave, put the arms and locks. We need the thug, matching like
First commandment is that I love you. Second commandment is that I love my neighbor like I love myself.
You know what? Yeah. This is not those 10 crack commandments. Little Mo's manual, how to keep your man with. Still on point with the anointing cross transcript. If he's then I'm like gas stands. Students spit it through phone. That was written in stone. Transmitted over speakers with cones. Subwoofers, crossovers, and
Welcome to the Crimson Caravan Company New Vegas branch. What may I do for you? Certainly. What would you like to know? The Crimson Caravan Company has been in business for over 130 years. We're partially responsible for the progress in the NCR. Well, the gunrunners continue to dominate the weapons market, and the Mormon traders from New Canaan control the majority of the northern routes. Normally, I oversee company operations at the hub in California. However, the New Vegas branch has been underperforming in recent years. Given the conditions here, it's not hard to see why. I'll change all that soon enough. All right. Is there anything else I can do for you? I'm afraid we have no current openings for caravanners or guards, but I am in need of a runner. Deliver this invoice to Dr. Hildern. You can find him somewhere inside Camp McCarran. It's been a pleasure.
Sorry for the calls I never made. Things I took I never gave back.
First commandment is that I love you.
Trying to do better.
What a shame.
Trying to be better.
Murderer!
One day at a time.
Throughout time, all of human history. You said you wanted to know the truth. Listen,
Welcome to the Crimson...
if I was peace, I wouldn't leave you. I protect you from evil and things that deceive
It's
you.
been-
Guide you so you can exist how I do. Becoming one, helping you master survival. If I was peace, I would probably cry and hold you in my arms to help you live and die. Fight or survive, build and thrive, becoming one, same goal, same eyes. The first look self-contained in my memory. I can't see how we can move forward if you don't remember me. Those days with no war, no crime, only us, as I saw you grow through time. And now you look older, you don't age gracefully, fond of the irreverent and oppose all betterment. Unless the bottom line increases for the leeches, you try to live without me, refuse me, doubt me. With me, all things exist for sure. There's nothing wrong with ambition if it brings the world good. These emotions you share, they rule your mind. If the mind rules the heart, then your soul is blind. Through the darkness, I remain in pain. I'm waiting. You know me. It seems I'm fading slowly out of your consciousness. It's an illusion. I'm still here. Your perception's dull. Let me make it clear. If I was peace, I wouldn't leave you. I protect you from evil and things that deceive you. Guide you so you can exist how I do. Becoming one, helping you master survival. If I was peace, I would probably cry and hold you in my arms to help you live and die. Fight or survive, build and thrive, becoming one, same goal, same eyes. Always wanted till you separated it, you act as if you hated it. Now I'm watching you wasting it. As I lash out, it's with reluctance, but you only react when there's a threat of destruction. My friend told me you would act this way. I had faith, you didn't really mean to lose your way, but the concept of the individual confused you. The true purpose of your reality eludes you. You once knew it, you didn't need proof of it. Profit would demagnetize his logic. With this sense of self-importance you feel. Who knows if you can get another chance that's real. From the beginning to the end, I wanted to see you win. I can't imagine if you left again, but what must be, must. I still believe in you, even if I don't see me in you. If I was peace, I wouldn't leave you. I protect you from evil and things that deceive you. Guide you so you can exist how I do. Becoming one, helping you master survival. If I was peace, I would probably cry and hold you in my arms to help you live and die. Fight or survive, build and thrive, becoming one. Same goal, same eyes. If I was peace, I wouldn't leave you. I protect you from evil and things that deceive you, guide you, so you can exist how I do, becoming one, helping you master survival. If I was peace, I would probably cry.
You have to hand it to the NCR.
To help you live and
Get enough
die.
hands working together and they can make or break just about anything.
Becoming one, same goal, same eyes. If I was peace, I wouldn't leave you. I protect you from evil and things that deceive you, guide you, so you can exist how I do, becoming one, helping you master survival. If I was peace, I would probably cry and hold you in my arms to help you live and die. Fight or survive, build and thrive, becoming one, same goal, same eyes.
A little busy at the moment, but I can talk. This? The OSI lab. We don't get many visitors. The smell puts people off, I think. Nobody ever said science would smell clean and fresh. Anyway, you get used to it if you give it some time. I know I don't sound the part. Get raised by Brahmin ranchers and you never lose the twang. Drives Hildern crazy. But I know every inch of the power grid from Hoover Dam to Shady Sands. That's what we do here. Try to optimize the power output from the dam. Some of the others are working on an agricultural project, but truth be told, they aren't making much progress. Not yet, anyway. Head researcher. Mostly on the dam project, but I help out on other things when they need me. Gotta be flexible. You mean give you work? No, that'd be up to the administrator, Hildern. He's back there in his office. Between you and me, I don't think he ever leaves. Plenty of mercs go in to see him, though. I can't say. We're not supposed to talk about the research, not the details. If you're interested, I'm sure he'd see you. Nice to meet you. If you need anything, I'm almost always in the lab.
Hey. A pleasure to meet you. I'm Dr. Thomas Hildern, Director of Operations, OSI East. I presume you're here about Vault 22? From Alice. I'll see that she's paid right away. Crimson Caravan runs a tight operation. Even out here in the waste, wouldn't do to keep them waiting. Was there anything else? Or were you just here about the invoice? Wonderful. Straight to it then. Have you signed the release forms? No? Doesn't matter. We'll keep that to ourselves. Vault 22. Where to begin? Imagine, if you will, the wasteland in bloom. Vast fields of corn that grow from seeds and produce their bounty in the space of a month. Orchards of trees, their branches weighed halfway to the ground, hung with fat, ripe oranges, a harvest that could feed a city or a nation. And all this, requiring no more than a few drops of precious water and the efforts of only a handful of human farmers. Impossible? Fair enough. My point is this. I believe that the inhabitants of Vault 22 unlock the secrets of vegetative growth. Plants are spilling from their gate. No one tends them. No one waters them. Yet they multiply and spread in all directions. Find the reason for this miraculous growth, and I promise you the OSI will see that you are generously compensated. Good. No need to check in with the NCR authorities. I can authorize your payment from OSI accounts. Vaults typically contain a server room on a lower level, where they would have backed up their research data. A computer room, you understand? Download all the information on the central server to your Pip-Boy, and you'll be certain to bring me any notes or samples that you find, won't you? I thought it was a fairly straightforward assignment. It's a simple question of retrieving the data, which shouldn't prove overly challenging. Downloading the data will be handled by your Pip-Boy. You might think of yourself as a mere means of conveyance. No insult intended, of course. Oh? What might those be? The Office of Science and Industry. It's a rather expansive topic. I could talk for hours, but I'm sure I'd bore you. Suffice to say, we are the leading edge of the NCR. Our work focuses on practical matters: medicine, engineering, biology. The dam, for instance. OSI routes its energy supply to our cities in the West. That's only one responsibility of this office. Director of the entire OSI? Me? If I didn't know better, I'd say you were trying to plant seditious ideas in my head. No, I direct our Eastern operations. I've been responsible for squeezing unprecedented levels of power from the dam. I'm also confronting the problem of food production in what little spare time I have, but I've found some promising leads. Yes, with the assistance of my team, of course. Not yet, but our government understands the value of proactive thought. Our studies project an imbalance between production and consumption. Or, for a layman such as yourself, not enough food, too many mouths to feed. Mass starvation in a decade or so. We aid some programs the Republic has sponsored involving sharecropper farms in the area. But those haven't panned out too well from what I hear. There have been complaints about the amount of water we're supplying. But those are just excuses for lack of diligence, I'm sure. Directly? No. But we attempt to maximize its output. You have no idea how difficult it is to provide power to an entire nation. I also have high hopes for our Helios 1 facility. Unfortunately, I can't say the same for the 2 scientists who are working there. So far, they've only managed to achieve 1% power output. I'd send help if I could spare the personnel. To be frank, I have no idea. I leave the fighting to Colonel Shu, and I expect him to leave the science to me. Too many people have opinions on things they know nothing about. The more ignorant they are, the more opinions they have. Yes, goodbye.
Hildern is a good example of big-picture obsession gone too far. At some point, he became so fixated on large-scale results that he lost the concept of the common good along the way. It's an inhumane kind of public service when people and the basic resources they need become numbers in a ledger.
Kind of you to say, but there are better people than me around here. I just hope the followers can make a difference in the long run.
Subject E, diagnosis complete. Begin recording. My name is Whitley. I'm a researcher at Adams Air Force Base. Until recently, I was in charge of the Duraframe reinforcement project for the combat model iBots. iBot Duraframe Subject E is both the prototype and the last functional model in this test group. I was prepared to make several significant upgrades to the machines. However, as the project was canceled and all Duraframe assets are being diverted to Hellfire armor, I am sending this model to the Navarro outpost. If you're listening to this log from one of our Enclave outposts in Chicago, give this unit whatever repairs it needs so it can continue to Navarro.
Did Dr. Hildern... This really isn't any of my business, but did he give you a job? I shouldn't say anything. I know that. But you're not the first person Hildern sent out to the vault. There were a lot of mercs, one after another. None of them came back. Then about a week ago, there was a scientist, Keeley. She's unusual. Not the sort of person you'd expect, but she's an absolute genius, and he didn't mention her? Not even her name? Or any of the other mercs? But now he's hired you, which means one of two things. Either he heard back from Keeley, and she failed, or he's given up on her. Listen, I make a fair wage, but I'm not rich, not by any means. Maybe my kind of money wouldn't appeal to your average merc, but I'm willing to pay you if you'll find Keeley and make sure she's safe. Isn't right leaving her out there. No idea if she's alive or dead. I had a good feeling about you, moment you walked in. I mean it. Right, good luck.
Us, it's always the music.
Did you know this trip's all stirred up lately?
Welcome back. Well, you've proven yourself reliable so far. Would you be interested in more important jobs? As much as I like to handle matters personally, I can't be everywhere at once. There is a negotiation with a smaller trading outfit that I'd like resolved as quickly as possible. There's also the matter of Henry Jameson, an employee whose services I'd rather do without. His family connections make it difficult, however. And finally, I need someone to acquire the gunrunner's manufacturing specifications. This job needs to be quiet. No alarms, no deaths. There's a small trading outfit, Cassidy Caravans, that I'm interested in acquiring. They've been rather competitive, so it's time to buy them out. I have it on good authority that the owner, Cass, wants out of the caravan business. Cass frequently trades with the NCR, so you'll likely find her at the Mojave outpost. Thank you. Was there something else? It's been a pleasure.
Do it. Feel good.
Sure, just don't treat me like a pack Brahmin, okay? I could use a doctor. Have any handy?
You like that?
You like that?
What's up? Sure, just don't treat me like a pack Brahmin, okay? Sure, just don't treat me like a pack Brahmin, okay? Sure, just don't treat me like a pack Brahmin, okay? Sure, just don't treat me like a pack Brahmin, okay? Sure, just don't treat me like a pack Brahmin, okay? Sure, just don't treat me like a pack Brahmin, okay? I'm no botanist, but I think this may not be entirely natural.
1, 2. Coming live for yous and yours. This is my love. Come on, put your fist up. With love, with the music we call it. This is my life.
Here we go.
You in a dream, 21, looking 19. You was a nice thing, amazing what the evening can bring. Down with the real scene, stepping with your Gucci bags. You notice me too, new designer jeans that sag. And Harajuku with one glance, figured the time. You ordered tapioca, I settled with plum prime. My dialect ain't ready yet, but I still managed to speak. You start laughing, asking why's my Japanese so weak? At that moment we was on it, our energy is on it. You asked me what I do, I said producing, microphone it. In the case of DJ, I play these days, but I won't do it again. No change, the condition is right for the night, spark the flame. You ask I'm gonna last forever, taking such a risk like this with one fist. You got some benefits, plan on never having some kids. It started making sense, hence I was down the home base, not half the whole place. Erase the thought, walk with me pretty through the city. Can see it in her eyes, she wanna be my pie. So why don't I show her how I really like to be? I got a show tonight, it's only right you're coming with me. At that moment we was on it, our energy is on it. You asked me what I do, I said producing, microphone, and an occasional DJ. I play these days, but I won't do a gig if the shit don't pay. Being recognized, ain't no change. The condition is right for the night, spark the flame. Forever take such a risk like this with one fist.
Sure, just don't treat me like a pack Brahmin, okay?
Attitude, kin of the Messiah with the spirit of a samurai. Coincide with organic elements till I'm fortified. The horror lies in some joints. I explore the high points, stratosphere. Others try to fly, but I'm the baddest here. Battle gear, shield, helmet, sword, like the Lord. Floored by the beauty while I soar. Nihon, the name sounds like a poem. Roam for research, even if my feet hurt, still stepped and quiet kept. The energy's befriending me. Envy never meant to be. It started last century with thought never discouraging. Landscapes that are flourishing with cherry blossom winds. Find the koi ponds, watch the day as it begins. Watch the night before it bends. Boomerang effect, return for what's next. And mic checks. Flex a muscle through the hustle, rustle feathers get the pay. Meanwhile, beauty bombs this place, geishas in the days. A classic feel generates the seal. Much respect to stay real, cuz geishas in the days. Bombs and complete charms in the city and the farm, you know. Geishas in the days. That spot, respect is all I got, so hear the story as I talk about geishas in the days. Ancient times combined with this new obliged to stay true like abstract electronic settings, betting on reality, commonly placed on the edge minus the category. Take shapes that make you understand. I'm the centerpiece, artiste in God's great plan. From Cali to Japan, respect high demands, cause I'm a centerpiece, no teach a broad mind. My desire used to be like bricks, fixed upon the loop, the dangle, configure the angle and try. So high, feel as if the sunlight. Energy that merges through my meditation. Spiritual alliance, feeling liberation. Random points of interest, intensive like a mistress that's love from the side. How could you ever miss this unconclusive? No excuses for the super producer. Key day bombs away like ages in the days. A classic feel generates the seal. Much respect to stay real, cuz geishas in the days. Bombs and complete charms in the city and the farm, you know. Geishas in the days. That spot, respect is all I got, so hear the story as I talk about geishas in the days. Ancient times combined with the new, obliged to stay true like addiction. Never front on fiction. Historical values, life retaining secrets as I go compile clues. Use it to my benefit. I've really gotten into it. Illest in my younger days, magnifying solar rays, displays of self-control. Target my body and soul. Bring in the old peoples know how I roll. Like black folks, souls seem to overflow in this place. My Mac Pro glows at the shows, performing with grace. Take a taste of a basic way of life, a basic way of giving to a true form of living. Negativity sparks the bar, but will never catch. It's a shame, especially when flames versus rain. Tame society, still sole propriety. Mushrooms die, but the high will never lie. May the title be claimed at the end of the day. Hagakure, I say y'all, geishas in the days. A classic feel generates the seal. Much respect to stay real, cuz geishas in the days. Bombs and complete charms in the city and the farm, you know. Geishas in the days. That spot, respect is all I got, so hear the story as I talk about geishas in the days. Ancient times combined with the new, obliged to stay true like.
What's going on?
Cause this is music, I can't reveal my life to you. Cause when you feel like the music's abandoning you, you get vexed and you start to lose gratitude. Know my head in the time of reflect. Worldwide sending peace and respect. It feels like there ain't nothing left, but there is. I'm feeling like real soon I'm gonna write a hit, and all I do with the people gonna buy it. And I ain't picking up myself, I had to work on it. And I ain't going nowhere unless y'all blesses it. And it's the gift of feeling it. From London to Japan, no matter deal with it. I spit with quick metaphors cause I'm a lyricist. But sometimes the best tunes are the simplest. And I ain't selling out myself like them other chicks. And I ain't talking like a gangster, I come real with it. And I don't roll with the posse or a crew or clique. Like Illmatic, one mic, yeah, and that is it. I'm getting tired of that gun talk. Live fast, die young, that's just foolishness. And in the world where we settle beef for life and this, I can't help think my people didn't die for this. Know my head in the time of reflect. Worldwide sending peace and respect. Yeah, cause there goes living in times where we put some respect for the elders. Seems like the can't believe what I see me cause beat to a pulp for
Maybe I
she was sailors, a newborn child and her skin it was pale as a drop. Let us know eyes drifting like sailors. Little snake,
an NCR after all.
Yeah, and this is just one tale of the young, the old, bad mind and the shameless. Yeah, life did him no favors, did his own thing, now his life's in the papers. Still a minor, so he remains nameless. Never reached school, so his days became aimless. Trapped in a land like acres, we need roots like rum, come save us. Yeah, know my head's in the time of reflect. Yeah, worldwide sending peace and respect. Yeah, cause there goes my neighbor. Yeah,
Not finding much. What a shame. Here we go.
Took your sweet time. I suppose the NCR sent you? All right. Just trying to make a little conversation. Should have known a youngin' like you would be in a hurry. But that's neither here nor there. These plants have gotten completely out of control. I've got a plan to deal with them, but I'll need your help. Good. Meet me on the second level, and I'll explain what needs to be done.
Looks like break time's over.
What's this? Did you do these repairs? Not bad. Not bad at all. Saves me time, I guess. See you upstairs.
What's up? I'm really very boring. You'd get better stories out of a Freeside junkie. No, really. Have you ever snorted a ground-up Cazador venom sac? Neither have I. But I can guarantee you that a Freeside junkie has. Only to obfuscate my past association with a fascist paramilitary organization. I'm joking, of course. I will deflect personal questions at any opportunity. Honestly, it isn't too difficult if you have half a brain and aren't a complete jerk. I wanted to help people and I enjoyed learning, so I signed up. New Vegas is in trouble, so I came out here. If someone doesn't step up and try to help the people here, it's going to end very badly. The followers taught me everything I know about medicine. Despite our humble abode here in New Vegas, we have great facilities back in the NCR. We may have overextended ourselves by setting up camp in Freeside, but the people here need help from someone. If not us, who? All right. I'm really very bored. See you around.
Good, you're here. Ready to begin? Time is of the essence, so I'll be brief. This place is filled with spores that are toxic to humans, and we need to get rid of them. I've pumped the vault full of a highly flammable gas that, once ignited, should destroy the vast majority of spores. There's one problem, though. The gas becomes semi-inert on exposure to oxygen, meaning the gas will have to be ignited close to where it's being introduced. I need you to find the vents where the gas is being pumped and ignite it. Oh, and survive the resulting blast. I set the gas to pump into the 5th level since that's where the concentration of spores was highest. I'd start looking there. Typically, these vaults use circular vents in their air circulation systems. Look for a wall with 2 of them almost side by side. There's one just around the corner outside this lab if you need an example. In the area where the gas is active, any kind of fire or explosion should do the trick. Hell, even lasers would do the job. If you don't have anything like that, I've got some grenades in my bag in the corner that you can use. Yes, there'll be an explosion when the gas is ignited, but I'm sure you'll be fine. Now leave me to my work. Good. Return to me when it's done.